Hello, viewers. Welcome to Voice of Women on African Women TV. My name is Eukaria Nkem Okafor, and I'm having an exceptional woman in the studio who have done well when it comes to mental health with a whole lot of bulk of knowledge and experience. We have special. Allow me to give you the title, please, because I'm not just giving it for the fun of it. I'm giving it because, they say give honor to who it is due to. So we have the presence of Mrs. Deborah Dogara Guanam. Did I pronounce that name very well? Guanam.
Yes, thank you.
It's an honor having you in the studio.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for bringing out time from your tight schedule. I know you're a very busy woman. Severally I've been saying, please, can you come over? You said, I'm sorry, I'll make it next week. And today you are here. Being the trauma counselor and also the founder and CEO of Haliata Care Initiative. That alone, I see it as something very crucial to we Nigerians, because the trauma path is something that we neglect until it becomes a critical case. Now, as somebody who is a counselor, your duty is to, help people cope over emotional stress, psychological stress. Now, how can one say or know that I'm being traumatized, or I have or you can say, this person is suffering from trauma, or this person, how can one sense the trigger? Because for me, when you say somebody is traumatized, that means the person is running mad in the street, or the person. But I feel that before it gets to that level, there are some triggers.
Yeah.
So how can one discover this trigger?
Okay, thank you very much. Trauma is something that happens to people, individuals, maybe privately, but it is always shown in relationships.
Always shown in relationships. Okay.
Trauma does not hide. People may try to hide their trauma, but in relating with people, it always comes up that this person, there's something wrong somewhere. Because it's a wound that is not visible. Okay. It is only visible in relationship, how people act or how they react. But it is always something that is painful. We usually say trauma is a wound, a hidden wound in the heart.
A hidden wound in the heart.
That may overwhelm the coping capacity of everybody. Has a capacity of coping.
Okay.
Once it overwhelms that capacity, it affects the normal functioning of an individual. That person may not be able to function normally like others. And you're talking about trigger. Yeah. Anything can trigger a traumatized person. Anything.
Wow.
No matter how small. That's why at times you see people acting or reacting unusually over a little thing, and you begin to wonder what is wrong, what did I do wrong? And I tell people that little things can trigger trauma. So it doesn't have to be something big that you are expecting, that I have to do this for people to react.
For you to know that yes, this person is having
a victim of trauma is always having one issue or the other. And it can affect, anything can trigger it. Anything. You can, either you mean well or you don't mean well, a soft voice or a hard one.
The person will just get angry.
Yes, because there is something wrong in the inside.
That is it's kind of eating the person, or the person has not come out.
Yes, to speak about it.
Okay.
So once you begin to notice that somebody is off, even in conversation, or in relating with others, or in normal functioning as normal work activities, you know that something is wrong somewhere.
Okay, now we are in the country where it's unfortunate, where we always want to lash out to somebody. When the person does something we feel we're not comfortable with.
Yeah.
You get, we are in the era where people feel that silence is weakness, silence is foolishness.
Yeah.
Now, when you have somebody around you and you discover that the person gets angry over little things, even sometimes the person gets back to you even when you don't intend, what can you do? Or what would you do to that person?
Yes, it's not everybody that has this awareness on trauma.
Oh.
If you are fully aware about trauma, you will know how to handle people who are traumatized.
Oh.
And in Nigeria these days, virtually everybody is traumatized about one thing or the other. So if a traumatized person meets a traumatized person,
flame, fire.
So, but we need people to be aware that there is something, there's a wound called trauma. So when you see people react over little issues, you should know that there is something wrong with them in the inside, so that you try to understand with people. And in understanding, that does not mean that we should just be quiet about virtually everything, but we should try to be more closer to understand what people are going through. Not just to allow things to escalate or to react back. And every action has
a reaction as
well.
A reaction.
So we should just try to understand. And for me, I don't always blame people when they react badly, because I have the understanding what people are going through, because maybe I've been working with traumatized victims. I know some of these symptoms. But out there, people don't know. So the first thing is people should be aware that there is something called trauma. And that trauma happens based on past experiences. Things that people have gone through in the past will make them to react in the present. So some of these things we need to just make people to know that there is something like that, because we can't stop people from reacting.
Okay.
You go around with people, even in the office, you don't know, it's not written on the forehead that I am battling a terminal disease. Yeah. Because people who are battling terminal diseases have trauma. So it's not written on the forehead that I have lost someone. It's not written on the forehead that I've been abused at home. It's not written. People don't write it on their forehead. But you will see it in their relationship with others. So when you see that people are acting abnormally, you should know that something is wrong.